Namaste, Marcus here again. We did a very interesting video lately about resonance, how we actually resonate, what that is about, what is actually happening regarding resonance. And yesterday I had a very interesting message from star beings we connect to, who are really opening channels that we've not really thought of much in the past, or at least for us. And it's become known to me, and I've mentioned this in the last video, regarding when we're talking, when we're transmitting out like this, on a video, in a conversation, in a room, on the phone, wherever we are. There's more happening than the words. And of course, it's not just here and then. This is a message I've been given. All the time. We are generating energy in a way that we don't yet fully understand, that is being transmitted in our daily life, every second of our daily life, maybe every hour, every minute. There's energy being transmitted. So many years ago, I learnt about what we call thought forms and how dangerous it is to have bad thoughts about people, about things, about events. And I bring that through to today, in as much as if I'm talking to someone about what's going on in the world, for instance, I know that if I start focusing and getting involved in the terrible things, I'm just adding to the negativity. Although you may think at times you're helping situations by discussing them in the right way, we always have to be aware that we may be adding to the problem. Everything we do in life, we have to be aware of what we're focused on. This is why the messages I and my wife put out are mainly stay in your heart. Because when you're in your heart, and when you stay in your heart, the energy you're putting out is just love. Heart energy, which is love. The heart connected directly to your higher self, and of course through that to source, can only generate love. Anything else, any of those other emotions, do not come from the heart. You may think at times, it's heart related, but if it's not nice, if it's aggressive, if it's violent, if it's nasty, if it's going to add injury to anything, it's never from the heart. So, we have to be aware that everything we do has an effect. I've often disagreed with people when they've talked about the effect of words, and my view has always been, it's the thoughts behind the words that cause the issues, not the words. Although, of course, there can be issues with wrong use of words. We don't want to say anything to upset anybody. But the power of the words, unless they're holy words, is not great. The power of thought behind the words is massive. It's not just about the thoughts. It's about us being. This is why the advice I have been giving and have been told to pass on is about just being. Being in that emptiness of the now moment. And receiving the love light energy that comes through to us in that state. By being open, you can still be protected by being open if you're worried. By being open and accepting and receiving the love that you wish to receive. You don't have to do particularly, I know lots of people do lots of practices. I have in the last 50, 60 years. But you don't have to be doing practices. You just have to be being. And of course, you may have spent years doing practices to put you into a state of consciousness that you can do this, that you can be in this place of just being. That is accepted by me when I say these things. You have to have raised your consciousness to a level where this is possible, and let go, especially of any fear, of any hate, of any worry, of anything at all. We don't even want to be thinking about love. We just want to be, just to be. Every bit of information you need to sustain and live your life will come to you at that time. Everything that's required for you will be given to you during these times. The guidance and everything else. So, I just wanted to put this out really, put this message out there. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. It's a very, 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 very big picture we're talking about. Everything in our physical world that we do, that we think, that we say, has an effect on the whole. My guidance tells me that it won't be long before there's instruments made, scientific instruments, to help us measure these rays, these unacceptable rays that are floating around everywhere. And the one way that they are put out, of course, is through fear. This is why we always say the antidote to fear is love. Stay in your heart. Do not accept any fear. Everything that happens to us is to make us who we need to be. And it's not what happens, but how we handle it. If you're told something or shown something that immediately makes you fearful, tell yourself, that is not helping the situation, that is not helping me. I will send love to that situation instead. I will radiate love from my heart into that situation. It is not going to make me fearful, but it will allow me to help this situation. Send the love light from your heart to whatever this situation may be. That's all for today. Namaste. Until next time, thank you for listening.